Hey guys, welcome back to class. Let's go ahead and get started today. Today we're going to start off with brown chevron combination number 1. So that is a double nunchuck combination. We're going to start off with alternating triangle strikes. It doesn't matter which side you start with, right or left. So we're going to start off alternating triangle strikes, and then we're going to go alternating diagonal strikes, and then outward figure 8. And then whatever side you started on last time, start on the other side this time. Ready, go. Triangle strike, triangle, diagonal, diagonal, figure 8, figure 8. Other side, go. Triangle, triangle, diagonal, diagonal, figure 8. Other side, go. Triangle, triangle, diagonal, diagonal, figure 8, figure 8. All right, I'm going to go ahead and count out 10 combinations. I want you alternating the side that you start off with each time. Ready? 1, triangle, triangle, diagonal, diagonal, figure 8, figure 8. Other side. 2, 3, 4, diagonal, diagonal, figure 8, figure 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. All right, so that was the first thing that we're doing today. It was brown combo number 1. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put one of my chucks down, and I want you to go ahead and do the same thing. So we're going to do single chuck. First thing we're going to do is we're going to practice our over the head inside strike. So with our over the head inside strike, it's going to come up, around the head, and strike to the inside and catch. So you can imagine this like a block and then a strike. Boom. Or you can just lift it up so that we're clearing our head and we're not smashing into our head as we're bringing it around. So we'll raise up here. I'm going to do the same thing. Other side, up, around, up, and around. And we're doing it just like our combat strike, how we just bounce it off and we catch it. Boom. All right. So you kind of got the idea. Hopefully you already watched the lesson for this so you understand how this technique works. So we're going to raise up and 1. Now we're going to alternate sides each time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Now we're going to do 10 and we're going to do them faster. So pick up the speed a little bit and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is our over the head inside strike. Now we're going to do our over the head outside strike. So just doing it by itself, it'll be a little bit different than if we're doing it with other things. So just by itself, we're going to raise up, and I'm going to punch through, just like this. So if you see the chuck, boom, I'm punching through, raising it around the head, and bringing it out to the side, and I'm just going to bring it right back in here. punch through, around the head, boom, and back. Just like this. Up, punch through, boom, going downwards. Ready? We're only going to do it on one side, so pick your either side, left or right, doesn't matter, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do the same thing onto the other side. Ready? 1, punch through, raise up, down, and catch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're going to alternate sides. So I'm going to do one side and then the other side. Doesn't matter which one you start with. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, take a breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go and do a over the head, inside strike, over the head, outside strike. So I used my right for 2 times, and then I'm going to do the same thing for my left. 1, catch it, up, 2. Bring it back around, then I go back to the right, and I do over the head inside first, and then I'm going to do over the head outside. And then same thing on the other side. Inside, outside. All right, ready? Start either side you want, and go. Over the head, inside, over the head, outside. Other side, over the head, inside, outside. Switch sides. 1, 2. And then other side. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Punch up. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. In, out. In, out. And a few more. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. In, out, in, out. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do red combo number 5. So red combo number 5 is very similar to what we just did. It's a little bit different, but it's pretty similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start holding it with just one hand. I'm going to raise up, bring it around the head, strike to the inside, and now instead of catching it, I'm going to bring it back around towards the outside, and I'm going to bring it and pass it behind my back. I'm going to raise up. So notice how I'm not starting off with both hands on it. I'm not going here, and I'm not going here for it. I'm just swinging it around with one hand. So I go up towards the inside, bounce off my body, back around towards the outside, and then I'm passing it behind my back. And I'm going inside, over the head, outside, over the head, inside, over the head, outside. And it's just going to be continuous, just like this. Boom. So you can start it here if you'd like. Ready? Bring to the front, over the head, to the inside. Bounce off the body, bring it out, over the head, outside, pass behind the back. Other side, inside, around, outside. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Pass, in, out. In, out. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Keep doing this along with me. Keep going, keep going. Pick up the pace a little bit if you can. A few more. All right. Whew. I don't know, your shoulder's getting tired? If you spit it up, you might. So now what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and pick up your other pair of chucks. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do double over the head strikes. So the way that we're going to start that off is we're going to have one on top and the other one is going to be across underneath. Just like how when we start our form for our double nunchucks, we start here and we go bam, bam. Well, we're going to start in the same position right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring both the chucks out in front, swing them over the head, and off to the other side. Now I'm in that same position. I've just switched. So again, I'm bringing both of them up, out, around, down. So they both come out. Now they're parallel here. Boom. So whichever one was on the bottom stays on bottom for the around the head, and then as soon as the around the head starts to end, it comes on top. Boom. So they have that switch. So I'm here, boom. This one's on top now. It's on top, boom. They're equal here behind the head. And then the one that was on top drops down and the other one goes on top. Boom. So I'm here, boom. And I switch. I bring them out, up, over, around. They're equal. Other one switched. Here, boom, they're equal, same height, and then one's on top. Here, bam, around, go. Make sure you're doing this along with me. Here, around, over the head, boom, here. Make sure you're going all the way around your head. You can do a shorter version like this, boom, where they stay out in front instead of going all the way around the head, especially if your shoulders are kind of tight. You can do that where they're here, boom, just make sure that the angle of the chuck, so when I'm doing this, boom, I'm making sure that the angle is up higher instead of having it where I could possibly smash myself in the face. So if you bring it all the way around like this, you're not going to have that problem. You're not going to accidentally smash yourself in the face. But if you're doing it out in front here, boom, and I'm not bringing it all the way around, I have to make sure that the chucks are spinning high enough up. So I'm going to make it so you see once where they're going to come at my face and I'm going to lean back so I don't get hit. Boom, something like that. Boom. You want to make sure that they're clearing up over the head. So maybe it didn't go all the way around the head, but it still goes up over the head. It raises up that height. Boom, here, here. Boom. So you can do that, and notice how it's a little bit more in front of me now. If you have a little bit tighter shoulders and you're not quite able to reach up and bring these all the way back behind your head, boom, then you can do it that way. I would like to see you try practicing it where you do bring it all the way up around behind the head here, just if nothing else for shoulder mobility, but you can do it the other way as well. So I'm here, pick up the speed a little bit, boom, bring it all the way to the other side, boom. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start counting some. We're going to do 31. We're going to do 31. Ready? Start on whatever side. Obviously, we're switching each time. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. Good. So that was our double over the head strikes. Now we're going to do alternating over the head strikes. Alternating over the head strikes is almost the same thing as our double, except for now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of just doing them at the same time, one's going to pass, which will be the top one first, then the bottom one will pass, and then this one's going down, and this one's coming up. So the motion is the same way, I'm just alternating the arms, which one starts first. So I'm going to go top one, goes up around the head as the second one shoots out. The first one goes again, second one goes again. So we've got our forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand. Top one does the forehand twice, bottom one does backhand, but then it comes to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can start to make them a little bit smaller, like I was mentioning before, where you're not quite going all the way around the head. But for now, I would like you to try going 1 all the way around the head. Kind of lift your hair back with your forearm, just a little bit. Shoot the second one out. Third one goes down. This one comes around. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like this. So, we're going to start counting them out. Ready? 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we're going to do another 10, except for this time I'm not going to count in each individual strike in there. We're just going to do them all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so that was our alternating over the head strikes. We're going to move on now, and we're going to do red combo number 2. So what this is going to be is I'm going to start in this position, the adjusted chucks position. I've got one under, one over on opposite sides, not on the same side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do double strikes, bring them out, strike. Now look at this position before I bring it back here. So normally I would do a double strike, boom, and I bring the one back and I'd catch it. Now I want you to look at the position that we're ending in before I bring that back. Does that look familiar? Yeah? All right. So now we're going to do alternating over the head. 1, 2, 3, 4. The one on bottom is going to bounce back. And now I've switched sides. So I'm on the other side, and I'm going to do, again, double chuck strike. So I cock them out, strike, and now instead of bringing this one over and catching it, I'm going to go alternating. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bottom one bounces, and I catch it. So this is going to be red combo number 2. Ready? Double strikes. Boom, bring it over. Alternating over the head strikes. Bottom one bounces and catch. Other side, double strikes. Boom, from here, alternating over the head. Bottom one bounces. Double strikes. Alternating over the head, bounce and catch. Double strikes. Boom, alternating over the head. Double, alternating, bounce back. One more. Double, alternating, bounce back. So now I'm going to count these out. Ready? 1, double strikes, alternating, bounce back. 2, double strikes, alternating, bounce back. 3, double, alternating, bounce back. 4, double, alternating, bounce back. 5, double, alternating, bounce back. 6, double strikes, alternating, bounce back. 7, double, alternating, bounce back. 8, double, alternating, bounce back. 9, 10, 11, double, alternating. 12, double, alternating. 13, make sure that bottom one bounces back so you catch it. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, All right, so that was our red combo number 2. So now what we're going to do is we're going to play around a little bit and we're going to do some freestyle. So anything you want to do, you can practice your combinations from the last level. You can practice them for this level. If you just want to play around and swing it as you listen to me talk, there's nothing wrong with that. Play around. If you want to switch to single nunchucks, you can do that. If you want to keep playing with double, go ahead and do that. Either way. Practice what we learned today. Today, we mostly only went over our over-the-head strikes. If you want, you can drop one and you can practice your single nunchucks. If you'd like, you can practice your katas. Whatever you feel like doing. I just like swinging. I don't know what's next. I just kind of feel, okay, this is what my hand wants to do, this is what my arm wants to do. Well, that's what I'm doing, I guess. Keep going, keep going. All right, while you're sitting there freestyling, I'm gonna quickly go over what we did today. We started off with brown combo number 1, which was a triangle strike, diagonal, diagonal, outward figure 8, outward figure 8. So we know that combination. We've done it quite a few times already. And then we went on to our single nunchuck stuff. So we did over the head, inside strike, practicing it with both. Then we went to over the head, outside strike. Same thing, practice on both sides. Then we did alternating. And then we went from our over the head inside to our over the head outside with the same side arm. And then we switched over the head inside, over the head outside. The next thing we did is we did red combo number 5, which is a single nunchuck combo. And that is over the head, inside strike, bounce off your body, over the head, outside strike, pass to the other hand, behind the back, over the head, inside strike, over the head, outside strike. Again, passing behind the back. And then we went to our double nunchucks, and we did over the head, or double over the head strikes. So these ones start off with one over, one under, and they're both going to come out. The one that's on top stays on top until we get behind the head, and that's when they switch. The other hand is out in front, and then we did the same thing again. Boom. I talked about the 2 different ways that you can do this. You can do this one by going all the way behind the head. I'd like you to practice that, but you can also do it by keeping them out in front and not quite going all the way around. Just make sure that you have a high enough angle with the chucks so that you're not going to accidentally bring it in towards your face and maybe hit yourself in the face. So we don't want to do that. Next thing we did was our alternating over the head strikes, which started in the same position. We went with the top one first, then the bottom one, then the first one came around again, then the second one came around again. So it was a 4 count, 1, 2, 3, 4. The chucks pass the center line 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. One hand is doing a forehand strike, the other hand's doing backhand. First one does a forehand, 2 forehands, second one does 2 backhand strikes. So once you kind of be able to do that, alternating sides, boom, again, there's a version where I can bring it all the way around my head, or I can start to kind of cheat a little bit by having them out front instead of bring them all the way around the head. I want you to practice really being able to do both of these. After that, we did our red combo number 2, and our red combo number 2 starts off with double strikes. Then as we're on this opposite side, I'm going to do alternating over the head, and the bottom one strikes and bounces back so I can catch and rechamber to the other side. Double strikes, over the head, around, boom, bottom one bounces back again so that we're able to catch it. So that's all I have for you for this class. Make sure you keep practicing. If you want to go ahead and press replay and practice everything that we just did all over again, nothing wrong with that. Just don't stop training and keep working hard.